As public support for Ukraine wanes over time and Washington's policy elites shift their focus more toward the conflict in Gaza, an endgame for Ukraine is sorely needed. US and European officials reportedly raised the issue of possible peace negotiations with their Ukrainian counterparts. This begs the question, what might a peace agreement between Kiev and Moscow look like? Among the many historical examples, there is one that stands out as a potential model for how the Russo-Ukrainian War could have ended. The Winter War or Soviet-Finnish War, which took place from November 1939 to March 1940, has provoked some comparisons with the ongoing conflict between Ukraine and Ukraine. After Finland rejected an ultimatum to surrender a significant portion of its territory and Soviets' signing of the 1939 Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, Joseph Stalin's Red Army deployed to establish a puppet Communist Finnish government and eliminate any potential hostile presence near Soviet Union's second city, and Leningrad's only Baltic port. Similar to the first phase of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Soviet officials predicted that Helsinki would fall to Soviet troops in as little as 3 days. However, although Soviets outnumbered Finns 3-1, Helsinki managed to delay Red Army for more than 3 months and inflict very heavy losses on occupying forces. Although Finland was eventually defeated and had to surrender approximately 11% of its territory, the Finns achieved a moral victory. It is widely accepted that the bravery of Finland's resistance convinced Stalin that incorporating Finland into the Soviet Union or turning it into a communist client state like Poland would be more trouble than it was worth. This also contributed Stalin's eventual agreement to sign a peace treaty with Finland in 1944 in exchange for a small amount of additional territory and Helsinki's commitment neutrality. Finland thus became only part of the former Russian Empire that was not reincorporated into Soviet Union under Lenin and Stalin. Later, as Finland implemented the Paasikivi-Kekkonen doctrine, which aimed for Finland's survival as an independent country by maintaining a neutral foreign policy stance, Finnish nationalism became a central ideological and political driving force in Finnish society. The Soviet Union abided by terms of the agreement with Finland, and during Cold War Finland developed as a fairly prosperous and successful Western democracy. On this basis, after end of the Cold War, Finland was able to join European Union in 1995 and then NATO in 2023. Although Finlandization was viewed among Western geopoliticians during the Cold War as a humiliating compromise proposal, if not appeasement, it turned out to be a diplomatic victory. Finland has long had one of highest per capita GDPs in world. It scores 100 on Freedom House's Democracy Index. And Finns have long been among happiest people in world. The 1955 Austrian State Treaty, which guaranteed